Sit right here chilling with the cutie pie, Miss Drama. She is very, very full of drama, but she's a sweetheart too. So y'all check her out.
Every time we break up, it's like we make up to do it again. Here we go again. Tell me, how can I prove to you that you're my closest friend?
It's your one and only drama queen, of course. We have another exclusive interview. We got this very talented man right in front of me. Yes, he's repping. He's talking about his new single, right, which is currently out. Right. It's called "Here We Go Again," featuring 50.
Yes.
Now, first off, you know, everybody knows that you have a good voice. You know, we were hearing that soul side of you, but also, you know, you included 50 in this song, and I'm curious. I mean, did he hold it down? I mean, did you have to kind of prep him a little bit on the whole singing thing? I heard him singing a little bit, and I'm sure people were like, were those your vocals, or were this his vocals, or how did that all kind of mesh together?
No, it all meshed together. Actually, Fifth was just, so he was playing around with it.
Okay.
Like, you know, with the hook as I was singing it. And, you know, sometimes he'll go in the studio, and while he's writing, you know, especially when we do tracks together,
right,
he is a melody-driven person.
Okay.
So he just kept humming the melody. He was like, okay, nah, I'm just playing around. Don't keep that. And I told the engineer, I said, yo, no, keep it. And I'll just sing around him and sing over him because our tones are so similar. But yet and still, you know, just his speech pathology and mine are different. So he added, you know, a little more staccato and a little more grit to it. And I just came around him.
Okay.
And it worked out well.
All right, so it's definitely, you know, it wasn't hurtful to your ears when he was humming or doing, you know, melody. All right, so he can hold the tune.
He can halfway.
Like
an eighth of the way sing.
Eighth of the way sing. All right, that's a little scary, but it's still not too bad. Now, I know that you've actually been doing music for a while. This is not a new venture for you. You had released prior to, you know, this single and this upcoming album, which we're going to get into, an album, I think in 2000, right?
Yes.
Now, let's talk about that. There's just the history of that, because this album was called Another State of Mind, and it was something that you put out there to kind of, you know, for your fans and those who have been following you, because you were at one time in a group.
Yeah, the whole group thing taught me how to be a solo artist. You know, it was my first experience on actually recording and, you know, just creating the product sonically. And, you know, we were actually recording a song, and at that time, you know, we didn't have a lot of money, anything like that. You know, studio time was costly back then, very costly. It wasn't, you know, about Pro Tools and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up doing about 65 to 70% of all of the vocals because we didn't have that much time, and some guys were kind of fluttering and fumbling over their parts. I was like, just let me do it. Just let me do it to go ahead and listen, so we can have at least one song and get out of here with a total song. So, you know, after that experience, it kind of hit me, and it kind of dawned on me like, yo, dude, you can really do this. Like, you could do it all yourself. I do my own parts. I do my own arranging. And it just allowed my voice to really pop through. And I just took that experience with me. I took it.
Now, you know, you took it with you. You went to the next step. You actually had a situation prior to this one with G-Note. Let's talk a little bit about that if we can. Let's talk about your relationship with Grand Hustle and exactly what happened, because you know, you definitely were, you know, have shown the talent, but you know, label situations, there's always politics, there's always something going on. What happened? I mean, was B.O.B. singing your vocals? Were you stealing all your verses? I mean, what was going on around that time?
No, I didn't even know B.O.B. then. I still have never met him. I mean, no discredit or
right. I mean, he is kind of musically. I mean, even though he say he's a rapper, he seems to kind of just a lot of the sing-songy things. So that can be problematic thing perhaps for artists coming together at the same time. But
no, I never had any contact with him.
Okay.
You know, as far as that, no. That whole situation was just a piece of Jason Jeter. I think Jason wanted me to win. Okay.
All right.
I'll say that.
Okay. Well, can you elaborate? I mean, what does that?
It was a bad time. Just bad timing. T.I. was coming into his own as an artist.
Okay.
He didn't have time to focus on me.
How long ago was this?
Oh man, it's so far removed from my memory.
Really?
Right now.
Did you block it out? Was there like a bad timing?
It was a complete bad time.
Right.
It was just a terrible experience, and I knew after going to Atlanta and staying there for 3 months, I knew it wasn't going to work out.
What was really making you say this is not going to work?
He didn't have the energy or the time. He didn't have the savvy to give my project the attention that it needed.
Okay.
And still keep all the attention that he wanted.
Right. So it was a conflict sort of interest.
It was very conflict. He's very attention hungry. And so and he deserved it. He deserved all the attention that he made, or that he got at that time. That was his shot.
Okay.
I never hated on that at all. But my thing is, don't pull me into a situation not fully wanting to really support it and see me prosper. You know, why would you attach someone to you to help them fail? But he always had this little saying, you know, sometimes when people come to you for help, the first thing you do is you kick their ass. And that's what happened to me. I got my ass kicked.
Yeah. So at what time did you say, okay, I have to leave? I mean, was it an amicable type of, you know, situation where you guys left, where, you know, you were able to work out and have a conversation, or was it like, yo, I'm out of here?
No, I was like, I'm the hell out of here.
Okay.
I'm out.
And I mean, obviously, I don't know how much conversation there is now. I mean, he is, you know,
There's
away.
no conversation.
There's no conversation.
There never has been.
Would you work with him or any of the acts? I mean, you know, with him at this point in time? I mean, now that this is far removed, you're doing well, you're with a great company, a great team. I mean, are we able to look past this and say, hey, you know what, there was bad timing? I'm
looking so far past it, I will never look at it.
So let's talk about this album, because I know it's coming up.
Right.
It's supposed to be dropping this summer.
Right.
This summer, 2011. So give us a little window. I mean, we're looking through the glass and we're trying to look into this album. Give us an idea of what we can expect.
This album just encompasses real organic expressions. It's just about real life. It's not about anything flashy.
Okay.
It's not about your car. It's not about your girl. It's not about her butt. It's not about her breast. It's nothing. It's about music. It's about the same thing that transcended all music into all genres into its presence. It's about feeling. And it's about how it makes the listener feel at that time. Now, if you want to feel flashy all day, then so be it. But I think that all of us know that if you aren't the $100 million man, that is a facade. You will come back down to earth, and you will experience the same things that the rest of us walking this dusty earth will feel.
Right.
And that's what my music is about. It's about the grit. It's about the grind. It's about a celebration to the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay.
Now, you know, before we go, because I think that's a great window into the album, and it kind of makes us want to know more and what we are going to expect. Just talk a little bit, if you can, because I feel like you have a lot of experience. You know what sounds good, you know, and you know what doesn't sound good. So, in your opinion, who would you say out right now, I mean, besides yourself, because I know you are a very talented man, who is like your ultimate, just what you love the way they sound out there right now as far as performances when it comes to artists? You got to give a top pick.
That's a kind of unfair question for me.
Why?
Because when it comes to listening to other music, I'm kind of introverted. I kind of stick to what I know. Okay. Now, R&B artists, Trey Songz makes quality product. I listen to his product, his production is tight, and I really respect the way he rides a track. And you know, your Keisha Cole. And you know, there are a few other artists that I really respect in their art, and you know, I love Keisha. She's very soulful, and I just feel what she does. Right. You know, it's not about hearing, it's not about listening.
So it's more so a little bit internal for you than just kind of like the external sound.
It's very, very internal for me. The external sound is so superficial to me. I know everything has its place and has its time, but I just don't believe that that's my place.
All right, so you definitely have a different perspective, and you know, I mean, I always feel like women always add their own dynamic. You know, way to music. So if G-Unit had to pick a female R&B act, I mean, we tried that a little bit before, but maybe it's a different go around this time. I mean, is there any picks that you may have? Keisha Cole. Okay, maybe that will happen. I don't know how much input you might get. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that might be the new thing coming out. So Keisha Cole. Shout outs to her.
Yeah, big shout outs to Keisha.
All right. Yeah. Of course, thank you so much for sitting down with me and having a real candid talk about your career and your upcoming future with G-Note. All right? It's your one and only drama queen. Make sure you check out this guy right here, the Governor official, G-Note, G-Unit. He's all ready.
Thank you. Thanks, drama, for bringing the drama.
All right.
I just wanna love you, I wanna fight you, cause I can't win, here we go again. Why would I wanna fight with you? Beefing with you is worthless. Plus I think God made you for me. We match together perfect, acting insecure.